I've been taking this for around 2 weeks now, and so far, so good. It's been pretty consistent on energy. I really don't like it as a shot. I definitely prefer it as a latte. One thing I really notice is that normally if I don't have caffeine, I get like this raging headache and it's there for the entire day. This really prevented that. I did not get a headache, which I am extremely pleasantly surprised. I'm gonna do anything and everything that I want to do that's realistic, okay? Let's not get it twisted here. Like, I want to shave my head, but I'm not going to do it. And I want to buy clothes, but I'm also not gonna do that. We're trying to be a little bit more realistic. This is mainly for things that I've been wanting to do, but just never had the time or really prioritized it. So today I'm actually going to the beach. Is the hair okay? I thought about this last night, but I was like, oh, what if I go to the beach like super random? And then Josh was like, do it. Like, you have the time, you could go. It's like not too far. It'll be like a weekday, so there won't be a lot of people. So driving would be really easy. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my god, I made it. This is the most nerve-wracking drive ever. But we made it. We're at the beach. Time to set up. So Josh and I have these two snow peak chairs, right? And we actually have one for our dog Nebby. Guess who brought Nebby's bed? So the one thing I try to do every summer is go to the beach. For me, there's this kind of nostalgic feeling from being raised in California and now being in New York. This year, I didn't really get the chance to go at all in the summer because people were busy, I was busy, and there was this huge scare that was happening about this flesh-eating bacteria in the water. So, you know, can't get that. Don't think I'll be here for a long time, to be honest. Maybe like 30 minutes to an hour. So I brought some books to read. I have 3 books that I downloaded. Fourth Wing, How Does It Feel, and The Cruel Prince. So we'll see whichever catches my attention that I stick with. I'm really bad at staying like committed to books, so I don't know, we'll see. But I'm gonna start with Fourth Wing. I've heard great things about it. On top of that, I also wanted to pick up more reading and just being off my phone for a little bit. Brought the bare minimum that I could. Obviously the wrong chair. Brought a Kindle, a water bottle, and an extra jacket. This time was actually extremely cold, but also very healing. I'm normally not by myself anymore now that I live with Josh and my in-laws. So this feels really nice to just be in a separated space by myself and just really have time alone, even though I'm not there for a long time or doing a lot. It was just really nice. It's something that I'm highly considering doing again very soon, actually. I think I declutter my closet almost every single year, and that's only because I move every single year. Every time I look into my dressers, it's really tight, and that's kind of how I know I have too much clothes. Now, this might not look like a lot of clothes for a lot of people, and personally, I don't think it's a lot either. I don't really put in the effort anymore to look for new clothes, and I just kind of deal with what I have, and maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing. We're just hoping that that's a good thing right now. I've been meaning to do this because there's been so many times where I would look at the clothes that I have and just be like, I don't even wear this anymore. Why do I still have this? It's kind of taken a toll on me. Like, I've been thinking about it more than I would like to. I've been really in my decluttering phase, so knowing that I'm getting rid of all these clothes that I know that I'm not gonna wear and that I'm not clinging on to just because I think I'll wear it later, it just really gives me a lot of relief. Not just going through my going out clothes, but I am also going through my pajamas, workout clothes, old sweaters, sweatpants, really anything and everything. Surprise, I also have a shared closet, haha, for my outerwear. I really don't think I have a lot of outerwear, and I feel like I do need more, but that's for a later date. I'm probably gonna drop all of this off at a Goodwill or a donation store during the weekend. Seeing like the volume of what I'm getting rid of literally decreases the mental volume in my head, if that makes sense. I touched upon this earlier, but I really want to focus on decreasing my screen time. I checked my phone recently and my daily average is 8 hours. I mean, I've been thinking about decreasing it for a while, but seeing the actual number and my actual average was kind of like the push I needed. And to be honest, I'm so used to having a lot of media that it's kind of hard for me to not have it close to me. I'm trying to start slow. I'm starting with 30 minutes to an hour of just no screen time. I decided to journal, which I actually hate to do, but I wanted to give it a shot because it's something that I feel like would benefit me, but low-key, I'm kind of traumatized by journaling and writing my diary. When I was younger, my mom forced me to do it every single day, even when nothing happened, and I think that just really sucked up all the joy of journaling and doing a diary. This is literally proof of me being so bad at journaling. I've had this notebook since 2017. That was my first entry and I still have it. I'm not done with it. But I think there is a great value in journaling just to slow down your thought process and to write down your memories and what you did that day. I think there still is a beauty of it that I really want to envelop in. So hence why I am starting and trying to practice on loving on journaling again and to want to journal again. I mentioned I was reading Fourth Wing and I just continued to do so, and I actually ended up reading for hours upon hours. I thoroughly enjoy this book right now. I am halfway through. This is super minor, but I normally don't do anything in my bed besides sleeping, and that's mainly because when I was younger, my parents didn't really allow me to do anything on the bed besides sleeping, and that became a habit throughout my adulthood. I never considered my bed to be a space for me to rest while being awake. This is something I noticed that I haven't done. I wanted to try, and again, it sounds so small, but it's just something I realized I never really got the chance to do a lot, and I wasn't playing any music. I was in complete silence, and it was very serene. So dramatic to say that, but I think when I purposely put myself in a space of silence and I do something that is quiet, it just reminds me how peaceful it is and how much I needed this because of how stimulated I am all the time. It was just a well-needed and honestly well-deserved activity. I really wanted to spend some quality time with Josh, so we have decided to do a board game day or night kind of thing. This week in New York has been extremely rainy, and luckily for today, the rain has been more soft and more calm, and there's no heavy wind, so it's actually quite lovely. So we decided to actually play outside in the backyard, just trying to really enjoy the weather. We love playing board games. We have games like Catan, Exploding Kittens, Monopoly Deal, Bang, and a bunch more. We are also currently enjoying this card game called Palace. Josh and I are incredibly competitive people against each other, so we are always aiming to win. It's just a great time. I love spending time with him. I just love that we were able to do this together and just really enjoy our time together. One thing I noticed that throughout this video is that something that I think is prioritizing to me is actually being off my phone. And as obvious as that is, it didn't really register to me until I'm actually editing this video. I'm just glad that I can do this to myself, for myself. I also didn't realize how much I enjoy being by myself. Normally, I'm the type of person that gets really sad when I'm home alone, and you know that SpongeBob meme where SpongeBob asks Patrick what Patrick does all day and he responds with, "Waiting for you."
What am I supposed to do all day while you're at school?
I don't know. What do you normally do when I'm gone?
Wait for you to get back.
That is literally me. This helps me realize that I'm actually fine by myself and I actually quite enjoy it. Maybe not all the time, but there's definitely an occasion for it for sure. I want to say that I'm gonna keep this going and be consistent, but I also want to be realistic that, to be honest, I love being on my phone. I love reading webtoons. I love being on social media. I just have a good time, and I love that it's so thoughtless and mundane. Or I think it's beyond that. I think it's more of adding that to prioritizing myself instead of making it my enemy. Glad that I am able to understand what it means to create that balance for myself, and hopefully I can implicate that more into the future. Now, I'm gonna go read my book, spend some time with my cat, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!